Okay guys, so this is a quick setup, so understand that this was very impromptu because I figured out this morning I wanted to push this video out. So, on the new iPhone 10, you can see this is the 10. It's in the middle of updating from my iCloud storage, but that's fine. It's actually the next morning and I ran into a problem that is not being talked about in all the Face ID reviews. Now with Face ID, it's very simple. So your device wakes up, and in this very small corner right here you have this little lock. Now when you look there, that's always going to direct your eyes towards the camera and use the attention setting to unlock your phone. But I found out that this does not work in every orientation. So if you have this here, if I look at the camera, you can see right there it unlocks. I swipe up, and we're at the home page. Cool. I wonder how much. Look at all the stuff I have to update. Look at all that. Goodness gracious. So cool, right? Well, then I ran into a problem this morning. So we're gonna have it here. It's gonna face you guys, so the lock still is there, and I'm going to turn it sideways. So we're on our sideways orientation, you see here, and we're gonna take it. And I'm looking directly at it. Maybe I'll have to move it closer. It's got nothing. No read whatsoever. Let's try upside down. So if we try it this way. So wake the device. Nope, nothing. So this is very interesting. This is why I really thought this was something different, because if I have my iPhone 7 Plus here, you see 7 Plus, different camera on the back. It's in a Apple leather case, which I really like. But if you look right here, so Touch ID will obviously work. But then we go upside down. It works. Or not turn off. There it goes. Lagging behind a little bit. What if we go, the phone is upside down, but your thumb is right side up? Opens right away. So I thought this was something very, very interesting when I figured out this morning, because like I said before, I was laying in bed, I was holding the phone in proper orientation, it unlocked. But I was trying to scroll through Safari, and I didn't want my screen to rotate, and I didn't want to go through Control Center just yet. So I kept the screen portrait, but I was laying in a horizontal manner. So in that way, it would be this way, and it didn't unlock. Now, I think that's to really drive home that this phone is meant to be used in portrait mode. And that's fine. I have no real big problems with that, but I thought this was really interesting that no one else has really touched on this when they talk about Face ID. For such a, I guess you could say controversial, not really, but for such a big jump in being able to activate and unlock one's phone when it comes to security, especially when we're talking about Apple, this is kind of a big deal. And I'm hoping that further iterations will maybe improve on this. One big difference I saw that I thought was really interesting, is when it comes to Touch ID and Face ID when it comes to settings. So we're both at the settings, we come in here, ask me for the passcode, we will put the passcode. And here's one big difference. I'm a little blown out here. Give me a second. It seems to be a little better. Let's turn you down too. That seems to work a little bit better. So you obviously have the Apple Pay unlock, Safari autofill, things like that. But here for Touch ID, you have left and right fingers. You can have fingers, thumbs, toes, whatever has a fingerprint. For this one, you can only do basically your two Touch ID your two Face ID, your two Face ID scans. And you can only reset them again, which I thought was really, really interesting. I think further iteration of this, that would be really cool, or to be able to add several faces to Face ID. Now I understand you could add family members and stuff, and all really you just give them your passcode because it's the same idea. But when it comes to being able to have your face or a face, that scanned when you have, when you're growing a beard, or you have a beard, all these different things, and Touch ID is very good when I've cut my thumbs and fingers several times at work. I work in a machine shop. And Touch ID won't work because it's not the same fingerprint it scanned. It doesn't have that saved to the enclave. So that's one interesting thing that I noticed waking up, this morning, and no one else really talked about it. So what are your guys' thoughts? This is a quick video. I understand this isn't the best lighting and stuff, but I really want to know what you guys think about Face ID and this more or less it's not a bad thing, but I think it's maybe an oversight, you know? So those are just my thoughts. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, forever, till the end of time, RADAKA.